Hi guys, it's Maureen here, popping in a minute early for Live at 5 just to check the sound, the picture is working. So if anyone is here at this precise moment, would you do me a favour? Just put a comment in the box, let me know you can hear me, let me know you can see me. I really don't want to be sitting here talking and then find out that actually the sound wasn't working or the picture wasn't working. So again, if anyone is around at this moment in time, just give me a thumbs up or let me know that you're here and that you can see me and that you can hear me. And I just noticed actually, I've got one of my dogs lying in the doorway. That's Amber that you can see in the background. And if any of you know me and follow what I do, you'll know I have the two dogs. I have Amber, the Golden Retriever, and Floyd, the Gordon Setter, who is currently snoozing and sleeping somewhere. Right, well, I see this is Live at 5. This is, thank you, yeah, somebody's just let me know that we can actually, the sound is working, so that's brilliant, thank you. It's the second week we've done Live at 5, and it's been an idea of mine to do for a while. As I explained last week, I hid behind technology for a while. Was also trying to find a time that would work for me on a regular basis. And I decided, let's go Live at 5 on a Monday. And really, I'm relying on you for topics. As I am, if you don't know me, my name's Maureen Sharphouse. I'm a transformative life coach. I'm a mentor. I'm an NLP master practitioner. I am trained in hypnosis. Yeah, and thank you again, Mary, welcome. Just noticed you've joined, so that is great. And again, thank you for letting me know that sound and everything is working, which is great. So again, this Live at 5 is the second week we're doing this. It's a view to doing it every single week, relying on you on the topics. I'm a life coach, I'm a mentor, NLP master practitioner, trained in hypnosis, done lots of different ways of coaching, trained in lots of different aspects of coaching, but also a whole shed load of life experience and, you know, pretty used to challenges in life and having to deal with real life, real situations. As we go forward, just want to really highlight, I am not telling you you have to do everything or you have to do any of what I share with you. This is not a substitute for medical advice, legal advice, or any other advice. This is my thoughts around my experience in the years that I've been a life coach, and this is into my 9th year full-time now, and also my own real life experience as well. So yeah, I come from a place of service. I'm here to help, and there's been posts out every Monday morning. The last couple of weeks we put a post out in the morning asking you for topics, and today's topics that I've been asked to talk about have been confidence, and I'm going to give you some real practical confidence tools and techniques. And I've also had somebody message me and say, could I have a chat about career change? As in, when you know you're in a job you don't enjoy and you really want a career change but don't know where to go, how do you figure out what might be right for you? So we're going to look at confidence, we're going to have a look at career changes, we'll have a look at anything else, any other topics that you want to cover, put them in the comments. I'm not going to dive back and forward to the comments constantly as I talk, but what I will do is in between topics, I'm going to come to the comments and I will acknowledge. And so please write in the comment box, let me know you're here, let me know what you need help with, let me know if what I'm saying to you resonates with you in some way. And again, any questions, anything you want me to further explain, then really just let me know, and I'm very happy to do it, very happy to do it. So let's kick off, and again, talking about confidence. Now, confidence is one of those things that can make or break you. You know, it can drive you forwards to achieve great things, to do things outside your normal comfort zone. But it can also have you crawling into a shell at times if you have a sudden dip in confidence. Now, I personally am no stranger to the lack of confidence or the confidence. I've had both in my life at various levels. And again, when I was in my 20s and finished university, I went into acting and singing full time. And I lost my confidence through a comment somebody said, and literally got such bad stage fright. I was physically sick and physically shook, and had to, made the choice of giving up a career that I actually really loved, just because I couldn't get to grips with it. I had just totally lost my confidence. Again, another stage of losing confidence in my life was when, I'm going back maybe 15, 18 years ago, and I became quite seriously disabled at the time and used a wheelchair and had carers. And again, that took a serious confidence dip for me, because, we would go out and people would speak to who was pushing my wheelchair and not speak to me. And I felt I became the invisible person. And again, the confidence in me and the confidence in my voice really just diminished. The one thing I would love to tell you, however, is that confidence is something that can be learned. It is a learned behavior pattern. It is something you learn by doing. If you want to feel more confident, if you want to be more confident, you have to do confidence. Just like if you want to be happy, you have to do happy. If you want to feel peace, you have to do peace. If you want to be a positive person, you have to do positive person. So to me, confidence is a learned behavior. You can become confident in anything you choose to do. And if you think about it, it's like, for example, I am quite a confident driver. I've driven since I was 17, driven all my life. Quite a confident driver. I go in and I do it without really thinking about it. Put me in a different scenario. For example, my husband, Peter, he flies. He has his own glider and does aerobatic gliding. Put me in that scenario and I would be a nervous wreck. Again, some of our family members have a horse, and again, love the horse. Put me in the scenario, put me on its back to ride it, I would lack the confidence and a nervous wreck. Simply because I haven't done it. I haven't practiced it. I haven't allowed myself to learn how to be confident in those situations. And so confidence really is a learned behavior, one that we learn by doing. And bit by bit, we really just have to step outside our comfort zone that little bit to actually build the confidence in what we can do. Now, I went from being this actress singer who lost her nerve in her 20s, completely gave up the career I loved, went an absolute wreck, to now being able to stand in a room of 200 people and be up on stage and deliver a talk. Now, that doesn't mean that I might not get a little bit anxious before it, but it means that because I have tools and techniques and strategies, and also I do it and I practice it, the more I do it, the more comfortable it becomes. So I think, when it comes to confidence, first of all, I think the first thing to do, to be honest, is think about, what does confidence mean to you? Because it means something different to different people. And yeah, and I'm just glancing over. I know I said I wouldn't look at comments, but I've actually just noticed Mary saying, well, I thought people were born confident. And actually, no, I would dispute that, Mary. I actually don't think we are particularly born confident or not born confident. There may be a very slight bit in there, but I honestly don't think we have these big born confident and not confident. It comes down to mental conditioning, mental programming, experiences we go through. It becomes down to, we can learn to be confident people in different scenarios. And I think we are all confident in different things. And I think, you could be confident on a night out with friends. You feel totally relaxed. You feel totally at ease. Take yourself and put yourself in a business networking group. Maybe you feel differently, because we tend to then think about what other people are thinking about us. Or people will think we're no good at what we're doing. People will think, what we're saying doesn't make sense. So again, that can really knock the confidence. So no, to me, confidence is a learned behavior. And it's something you can learn, and it's something, that you can take forward in your life. And the truth of the matter is, it's up to you to decide the things that are important to you to be confident about. So for me, being confident in my job as a coach, being confident driving, being confident in social settings is important. Being confident for me going flying isn't, because it's not one of my interests or passions to go up and fly a glider on my husband. So, it really can come down to that choice. So I think, that confidence, is it confidence in your ability to do something? Is it confidence in your voice? Is it confidence to be in certain situations? You need to think about what confidence is to you. What does it mean to you? What does it look like, sound like, feel like? And you need to think of, what would a confident you look like that would be different to now? What would a more confident you sound like that's different to now? What would a more confident you dress like, or stand like, or hold yourself like? And also, what would that more confident you, what would the impact of that be? Because where and what would you be putting that confident you into? And one of the first things I do, with clients that are working with me in confidence is actually just unpack that word confidence. What does it mean? Because to different people, it kind of means different things. And the confidence in what is it you're looking to have the confidence in? Is it your ability to do a certain task? Is it your ability to speak up over something? Is it your ability to say no to people rather than be the constant people pleaser? And the way we build the confidence so that it becomes more natural learned behavior pattern and replaces the lack of confidence we've had is by doing it and becoming more comfortable with it and replaying the confidence strategy again and again. So when it comes to confidence, I'm going to just share with you tonight just maybe 3 short tips. Again, confidence is one of these things that's a massive topic. There's a whole host of techniques, a whole lot of thinking around this. But I think, I'm very much wanting within these Live at 5s to give practical help. And so again, 3 maybe tips on this, and then we'll move on with the topic. So confidence, first of all, unpack it. What does it mean to you? Imagine yourself, what would a more confident you look like, sound like, feel like, talk like? What would you be dressed as? What would you be doing? A great, maybe even put it into a mantra. For me, when I was working on building my confidence, I used the mantra feeling 6 foot tall. Because for me, as soon as I said that, I imagined myself feeling 6 foot tall, because that's what confidence felt like to me. It felt like being tall and proud and trusting myself and trusting my ability and feeling really comfortable in my own skin wherever I was and whoever I spoke to. So that mantra for me of feeling 6 foot tall allowed me just to move into that more confident me until it became second nature, because I did it again and again and practiced and did do the confidence. As I've said, if you want to be confident, you have to do confidence. But again, what we can do, a couple of techniques I'm going to share with you, is to really imagine what that more confident you would look like, sound like, feel like, dress like, etc. See that more confident you, envisage that more confident you standing right in front of you, and get a really clear picture of what a more confident you would look like, sound like, hold themselves. And then allow yourself to step into that body and see through your own eyes, hear it through your own ears, and feel exactly what that confidence would feel like with your voice and how you'd stand. And then imagine an even more confident you in front of that. Imagine what would be different, an even more confident you, and step into that body. And then an even more confident you. And again, take time to envisage it, to see it, to really step in and feel that confidence. And again, once you've done this a few times, is stepping into the more confident you exercise. You can pull this up at any time. And I'll be honest, that is one of the key things I did when I first started doing talks. A few years back, and I started doing quite a lot of talks, was I would actually imagine myself just stepping into my more and more and more confident me until I was standing on the stage, feeling 6 foot tall, trusting my voice, and imagining the audience actually listening and being engaged. Now, a lot of the time with our lack of confidence, it's because we kind of picture what we don't want to happen. So we're kind of responsible to ourselves almost for that lack of confidence. For example, one of my clients came to me around interviews, and he said, you know, I'm out of work, I was made redundant, I've had so many interviews, I seem to be getting the interviews, I can apply for the jobs, get the interviews, but every interview I'm getting knockbacks. And my confidence has taken a dip. And I'm just saying, well, let's just unpack it and see what is it that you are doing. And without fail, every single time, what he'd been doing was he got himself geared up, he'd applied for the job, but then as soon as he got the interview date in, he would picture himself in the interview being a bag of wreck, you know, just a nervous wreck, a bag of nerves. He would picture himself going to this interview, struggling to find the right words to say, struggling to come across as knowledgeable, knowing his stuff. He would see himself almost retreat into his chair and then see himself not getting the job. And then that obviously was a massive impact on how confident he went into those interviews. He went with the expectation of not being confident. And over a few sessions, we really worked on building his confidence so that he actually envisaged the interviews going really well in advance of having them. He saw himself going into an interview, feeling confident, trusting his voice, people engaging with him sitting up nice and tall, and really everything going exactly the way he wanted it. And a great technique is to do that with any situation you are going into. You know, it's actually, imagine taking that more confident you. Imagine seeing situations going the way you want them to go with that confidence on board. And allow yourself to imagine you're there and feeling it going exactly the way you want. And then pick out maybe 3 words from there to really home in on. Think, how do I want to feel in that situation? For example, you might want to feel confident, you might want to feel relaxed, you might want to feel control. You might want to feel determined, you might want to feel patient. You know, whatever it is that you think you want to feel in a particular situation that ties in with that confidence, pull those 3 words out, pull them into an affirmation. I am confident as I move forwards. I feel relaxed and in control. I envisage the situation going well. I can handle this and I can handle it well. And basically see it in your mind going really well with that confidence. And when the situation happens, take that confidence with you. Just step into that more confident you. Use those affirmations before to connect with the feeling. Make sure to take them on board and go into the confident you. Now, I'm just going to glance across for a minute at the comments. And I've just put my glasses on so I can actually read. Yeah, Mary, yeah, you're saying you're driving and being able to speak my mind a bit better and not feeling guilty, say no. Yeah, regarding building your confidence driving, it will come from doing it. So it's a bit like building a muscle, confidence. The more you do it, the stronger it gets. So I would suggest you do kind of go out for small distances and build it up. You know, don't just suddenly go out and send yourself on a 3-4 hour drive, you know, if you're not feeling that confident. Build it up in 5-10 minutes at a time. Do it in smaller doses. Do it on a more regular basis. The more you can do it and actually feel good about it and actually recognize that you can do it, the more you will start to relax. The more you relax, the more at ease you are, the more you'll start doing it in a real natural way, and the confidence will grow. You'd also said saying speak your mind a bit better and not feeling guilty, say no. Yeah, it's speaking your mind a bit better. You know, that is one of these things that's a hard one, because we can become very kind of people pleasing and see that we don't want to upset others and we want everyone else to, you know, just we're keeping the peace, or we're trying to please everybody, and we're frightened we rock the boat and get a little bit of negativity if we suddenly put ourselves first. And again, it's one of those things, Mary, you just have to gauge what is important to you to say no on. When you actually really feel, actually, I need some time to myself here, and regarding this, I really, you know, this isn't for me at this time. You just have to sort of stretch that comfort zone and voice it. The more you do it, and I think do it in small stages again. If you chunk things down and do things in smaller stages, the confidence grows, and that ability to trust yourself and trust your voice, and for you to move into that real deserving place, grows as well. And I think, you know, for me, it's like I often advise people, do one small thing every single day that just expands your comfort zone, that stretches you a little bit, that moves you beyond the size of your world as it is at present, that takes you into another dimension, another perspective. And from there, you know, that confidence will grow and grow and grow. But it really genuinely is one of these things. The more you do confidence, the more confident you'll feel, the more confident you become, the more natural it will become, the more you'll feel you can handle things. And again, that trust in your voice and trust in your ability will grow with the doing. And again, if you think about what we talked about last week, and I was sort of talking last week about the thinking impacting on your feelings, impacting on your actions, your outcomes, results. If you think about that cycle, think confident is going to feel confident. If you want to feel more confident, you have to think in a positive way. And thinking isn't just about the thoughts, the mental stuff. It's about the pictures you make in your head. And that's kind of similar to the chap I was telling you about who was envisaging the interviews not going well. He was envisaging him being a mental wreck and coming out, you know, not being able to get his words out. That was a picture he was feeding this. So that then impacted on how he felt. It knocked his confidence, which then meant when it came to his actions and outcomes, he didn't come across well in an interview and he wasn't getting them. So again, if you think about confidence, you have to think in a confident way. You can use affirmations. You can just really pick up that, what does confidence mean to you? Make that confident picture of yourself, you know, looking more confident, feeling more confident, speaking more confident. Step into that confident you and take that you to whatever situation you're in. Again, envisaging situations going well with confidence. For example, Mary, if you are wanting to say no, you know, and feel, oh, I just feel that I'm getting taken alone up here, or I'm being a bit of a people pleaser and I want to say no. See it in your mind before you do it. Actually envisage the situation with that conversation with whoever it is, and just see yourself in a very relaxed and confident way, with ease, with grace, saying, well, actually, that's really not convenient. I really can't do that at this point in time. I'd love to, you know, and it depends, you know, it might be I'd love to, but it doesn't suit today. It might be, I'm sorry, but that's not in alignment with me. That doesn't feel comfortable for me. But you just have to have that, grow that bit by bit, that confidence in who you are, and trust your own voice. So, confidence, massive topic. Today, just a little snippet. And again, very quickly before I move on, is another one is a confidence switch, which I'll just very quickly share with you as well as stepping into more confident you and a more confident you. We can what we call anchor the feeling of confidence. Now, anchor means associating something with feelings of something. For example, if I smell homemade bread, it kind of takes me back to my granny's kitchen, because that's what it always smelled like. My daughter always says to me, the smell of Tresor perfume reminds her of me, because that's what I tend to wear, and she associates that smell with me. And it brings those thoughts. Now, we can, by knowing that our brain will associate certain feelings with certain thoughts, we can what we call anchor those thoughts. So again, we can do this by imagining a situation perhaps in which you were really confident. So, you know, scour your memory, look for that really confident event, situation, experience in your life, a time when you felt really oozing with confidence. Pull it up in your mind. Imagine that you are there now. Allow yourself to feel that confidence that you felt on that occasion. And when that confidence is really growing, what I would suggest is you take your thumb and perhaps your middle finger or your second finger, whichever one you want. And all you're going to do when those real feelings of confidence are there and you're picturing this situation when you were truly confident and you've got those feelings on board, you are going to simply squeeze a thumb and finger together for around 15 seconds. all the while still thinking about that real confidence and feeling confident feeling. And you're going to just squeeze that finger. And now all we're doing is anchoring this thing, this, you know, actual action of squeezing our thumb and finger together to the feeling of confidence we're experiencing. And again, after 10, 15 seconds, while the actual confidence feelings are at height, we're going to release it. And then we're just going to literally redo that a few times. It's called anchoring. And I say we can anchor. So we can redo that several times till we get this really strong. And you can call it, it's almost like switching on the confidence. Because at any point in the future, then you want to pull back the confident feelings inside you, thumb and finger, you're going to bring that confidence on board. So, you know, once you've got it anchored, then what I would suggest is you envisage a future incident, a future event that you really want to be confident at or in. And then you literally see it in your mind, press that thumb and finger together, allow that association of those confident feelings to actually then go into that event. What I can do is I did write a blog quite some time ago with that confidence technique in it. So if anybody wants it, let me know and I'll send them the link. So that's about a confidence switch that you can anchor, as well as envisaging stepping into more confident you, more confident you. And again, that really makes sure you see what you want, not what you don't. Envisage situations, handling them in a confident manner. Maybe pull out 3 words, you know, confidence and a couple of other words that would sum up how you want to be, you know, in control, focused, relaxed, whatever those words are. Make affirmations around those, really use those to bring those feelings on board. And again, I would always suggest with confidence, you take, develop an awareness of what you're doing. So when you are feeling confident, you know, what is different about you? Are you standing taller? Are you speaking stronger? What feelings are going on? Just get familiar with what confidence means to you. Because when you do and develop an awareness around it, then we can anchor that, we can pull that forward, and we can take that into other situations with us. I hope that has been helpful. I'm just going to, before we move on, and I promised someone I would talk about some career stuff, so I'm just going to have a quick look at the comments. And yeah, Mary, really brilliant. Thank you so much. You are so welcome. And again, you know, there's a lot I could be saying about confidence. And, you know, if it's some future live at 5, we can always discuss it again if there's specific incidents, specific things you want. And also Nuruddin, yeah, thank you, Nuruddin, for the thumbs up on this one. That's great to know you are joining me here. You know, it's wonderful on this page here because we have people from all over the world. Which is absolutely wonderful, not just the UK, which is great. Okay, so I'm going to move on. I promised someone, I was asked by someone if I could just briefly give some advice on changing careers. Now, as I've said to you, I'm a transformative coach and I'm a mentor and NLP pastor practitioner, trained in hypnosis. I've coached in a wide variety of areas over the years, including business and career, etc. And what I would say to you when you're looking for a career change is you need to think about, what does the job or career need to give you? So what do you want from the job or career? Now, I don't just mean in financial terms, although that might come into it. There might be a certain element of income that is required for you to pay your bills, etc. But also, you know, is it to do with hours, flexibility? Is it about feelings of reward, feelings of fulfillment? What is it you want from a job or career? What do you need from it? The other thing then is you need to think about, what do I have to give that job or career? Because it's a two-way thing. And I think a lot of the time people look at things and think, well, what has that got to give me? What do I want from that? A lot of people do that with relationships as well. And they think, what do I want from a relationship? You know, you have to start turn it around and go, well, that's fine. And it's good to get real clarity on that. But you need to think about, what do you have to give it also? And when it comes to careers, you know, I do not believe that any of us are only able to do one career, one type of job in our lives. I think we're actually all perfectly capable of doing a wide variety of things if we actually put our mind to it, and if we had the passion and the interest and actually just put our mind to it and did it. So what I tend to try and class people is, you know, instead of being labelled by your job, because a lot of people kind of say, well, I'm a teacher or I'm a doctor or I'm an XYZ, and I don't know how to do anything else. I'll say, well, park your label. Let's look at you as a bundle of resources, a unique bundle of resources, of knowledge, of skills, of experience, of likes, of dislikes, of strengths, of weaknesses, of talents, of things you're great at, things you enjoy doing, personality traits. All these things make up you, your bundle of resources. And to make a comprehensive list of those bundle of resources, but with regard to 3 areas. We want to do it with regard to work and career. So a list under work and career about all your knowledge, skills, experience, talent, skills, all these things that are underneath there that are relevant to work career. Your bundle of resources, the things you have to hand, your qualifications, the skills you've learned, the experience you've had, etc. So we've got work career. We also want to do it with home, family, relationship, life. So again, what skills, knowledge, experience, likes, dislikes, passions, interests come under that, your home, family, relationships, life. And also we want to do it with regards to your personal play life, passion life, i.e. the things you do for you, which tend to include your hobbies and your passions and your special interests and the things that really just light your soul and make your heart sing. And when we look at that as a real overview, we develop this real sort of envisage just the amazing person we truly are. As opposed to seeing ourselves as able for one job, doing one thing, don't know how to do anything else. When you actually get this bundle of resources together and list it under all those things and see life as a whole, then it becomes, from there, easier to look at the list and keep just going, what else have I got? So you've got massive long lists. Look at it and think, what are the things here that I really don't particularly enjoy? I don't particularly want to take forward with me into a new career. So park the bits of it that you don't enjoy. For example, if you don't enjoy accounts or admin and you'd rather not take that into a future career, but it's one of your skills, just put a note beside it to park it or scroll it through. So you want to decide what to park, what you don't particularly want to take forward, and you want to highlight the things that you would love to take forward, the things that you enjoy doing, that light your soul, that make you feel good, that bring good feelings, rewarding feelings, etc. And you need to, when you start doing that list of your bundle of resources, see that a new career is a wonderful opportunity for you to move forwards in a way that is in alignment with you, taking your unique gifts that you have, your unique set of experiences, etc. with you, because no one else has the same bundle of resources as you to the same extent, and see it as a real gift to take forward. And then once you've got all these lists and see the things that you love to do and that highlight, the things that I would love to take forward, then you look and see how you can marry them up. Again, one of my clients in years gone by who was in HR, very much a people person, didn't particularly enjoy her job, but had a real interest in photography and in rock music and bands. She actually pulled it all together as in her new career. She created it for herself. Now, again, that's something to take on board, that not always the career is there, the job is there. Sometimes we need to create them for ourselves and do it our way. And that particular client moved forwards and actually taken our great hobby and passion of photography with our love of music and our people skills into doing photographs of bands for covers, etc. And so really just think of those bundle of resources that you have at your fingertips and work out, look at it and get clarity on what in either word you'd love to park and not take forwards into career, future one, which ones would you? And then from there, see what's on your list and actually think, what do I have the job need to give me? What do I have to give a job? And how can I marry this all together? Okay, I'm just going to quickly glance. And again, I'm going to finish up in a minute. Yeah, Mary, well done. Confidence comes in again to tell yourself, yes, I can change careers. Absolutely. Confidence is a biggie thing, and your lack of confidence can hold you back from even trying because you tell yourself, I won't get it, I'm not good enough. Actually, that's a voice in your head. That's yourself is kind of keeping your confidence low. And if you need to just start trusting yourself, see the unique beauty in you, the unique gifts in you, and actually really move forwards to see that you have something very, very special to give to the world. And it's my belief that we all do. We all have something very unique and very special to give to the world. And we also need to move into a deserving place of seeing that we deserve to have a career or a life that we love, that brings feel-good feelings. And for me, as you know, it's very much for me about helping people create that life that feels good on the inside, that brings the good feelings, that allows them to really be their unique, authentic selves, be in alignment with who they are. And with my experience is that when we do that and create that feel good on the inside and take care of that, and sort of ditch all the ideas of we're not good enough, we're not XYZ, we all ditch all those labels, really just connect with the external and the extraordinary sometimes takes care of itself. I hope that has been helpful and useful. I say I am not here to give you advice that is to replace advice from, in a recruitment agency or medical advice or legal advice. I am here with my own experience as a life coach and a mentor, and also my own life experience, and really just want to come from a place of service to help. And if I can just instigate you thinking about something in a slightly different way, if I can just instigate you exploring something in a different way, or in your case, Mary, for example, just doing one thing that stretches you outside that comfort zone, that just moves you, then, I'm a happy lady. Because I say, confidence today is, I'm in a very different place to where I used to be, but I do understand confidence levels of 0. I understand what it feels like to wish a great big hole opened up and you disappear. I understand what it feels like to be such a gibbering wreck that you are physically sick and quaking in the boots. And if I can turn that around, and if I can turn this into a place where I feel confident in whatever situation I walk into, and even if I get a bit of anxiety or nerves kicking in, I know how to deal with it, I know how to handle it and overcome it, then you can too. And I think the biggest thing I want you to take away today is actually to take away that if you want to be confident, you have to do confidence. If you want to be happy, you have to do happy. That's how we learn. We learn by doing in life. All the thinking in the world is not the bit that changes it. We can think, oh, we're going to start doing this tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to say no to them. Tomorrow I'm going to be, act differently when I'm in that interview. But you have to actually do it. You have to bring it into reality, into the doing. And so for me, take away, please, from today, confidence, it's a bit like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. But it's not going to just come to you landed on a plate. You have to do. And if you chunk things down and do it in small stages and just constantly, just a little bit more, expand that comfort zone and take those steps, then you will naturally become more confident. And then use those techniques about stepping into the more and more confident you, about anchoring the confidence, about choosing the 3 words, envisaging the situation, going exactly the way they want it, choosing the words. And again, really take that on board with you. And if it comes to confidence in ability regarding something, then again, it's about really just doing it. If you want to be a confident driver, you have to get out there and do more driving. If you want to be confident at speaking on stage, you have to actually get out your comfort zone and go and do that and get up on stage. But you also have to see it and prepare for it and see it going really well. And, stepping into that confident you can really, really help. Now, I'm going to just quickly have a look at the comments before I sum up. And Karen, thanks for joining. Yeah, great advice. Thanks so much for Karen for coming. And I hope it's been really helpful. And I say, I really, really appreciate you being here. And these live at 5s, I say, I had wanted to do them for a while and was hiding behind confidence. Yeah, lack of confidence, probably my technology, because I kept having a really icky internet connection. So I had lack of confidence in the technology I had. So again, you know, that confidence is a massive thing, and it sort of applies to so many different things, you know, but really unpack it, get clear on what confidence means to you. What would you look like, sound like, feel like? What impact would it have on your life if you were more confident? And then go do it. And then do it on a regular basis, and it will build, and it will be a new learned behavior pattern, because it is, like many things, a learned behavior pattern of your brain. Okay, yeah, brilliant, Mary. It makes you feel better knowing you can learn to be confident, and must do that one, 6 foot tall. Do you know, honestly, that's a mantra that has stuck with me for years, that, you know, anytime I need a confidence boost, I just kind of say, feeling 6 foot tall, and I imagine walking into a 6 foot tall version of me. And I'm actually only 5'3", so but I feel it, and I can honestly say there are occasions when I genuinely feel 6 foot tall, and I see everyone else as being smaller than me when they're not. And it is purely because I've pulled that confidence up for a situation. And again, just one very quick word before I go, there is a big difference between confidence and arrogance, and it's knowing that line. Some people put on the overconfident show. That is usually as a protective measure for their own anxiety and their own nervousness and their own feelings. So that is not what I'm talking about. This is not about developing an arrogance and overconfidence, putting on a mask, putting on anything else. This is about, bit by bit, learned behavior of the brain, developing a real natural confidence in yourself, in your voice, in your ability, and in your deserving place to go and live that life that you really want to live. And take that confident you with that unique bundle of resources and your uniqueness out to the world. So thank you for watching. If you've come in live, and actually I've just noticed, Ken, you're here too. Thank you. Lovely to see you, Ken. I really appreciate that. And Nuruddin, thank you. So if you've joined me live, then really I appreciate you being here. And I hope that some of what I've said has really resonated with you. I'll be back next Monday at 5 o'clock. If there's any topics you want me to cover, please let me know, because I'm here for you. I'm coming from a place of service, and I want to give you information on what's going to help you best to live your best life. If you're watching the replay, then thank you so much for taking the time to watch the replay. And again, please put your comments in the boxes below. I will pick up every single one and respond to every single one. So go be you, be happy, be awesome, be amazing, and now add in, be confident. Be confident in you and your ability and your voice, and know that there are techniques to help, and that the more you do confident, the more naturally confident you will become. So take care, and I shall be back in the morning with morning affirmations with Maureen, and obviously we'll be back on Monday live, doing some live stuff, and I'll be in and out with my posts all week. So go be you, be amazing, and yeah, thank you for joining me, and I hope this has been useful to you. Take care.